Subscribe for more stories and show your support by giving this video a thumbs up. Captain Alex and the Tiny Invasion, Luna's Arrival. For his 7 years of life, Alex was the sole ruler, the sole monarch, and the sole superhero of the house. His room was his command center. The living room was the wild jungle. And the kitchen was the refueling station. His mother and father were his loyal sidekicks. Whenever Alex said, "Game time," his father would immediately turn into a monster, and his mother would become the queen of the castle. Life was proceeding in perfect order, until that announcement was made. One evening at dinner, his father said excitedly, "Alex, we have wonderful news for you. A new co-pilot is joining our team. You're going to have a sibling." Alex's eyes lit up. A co-pilot. He immediately imagined it, someone who could run as fast as him, use laser guns, climb trees, and build Legos. Perhaps a bit shorter than him, but a fun partner. "Awesome," said Alex. "I'll give him my alien hunter's training right away." But Alex had misunderstood the concept of a new sibling a little bit. Very, very wrong. Months passed. Alex's mother's belly got huge. Then one night, the grandmothers came to the house, and Mom and Dad went to the hospital. And 2 days later, when they returned home, Alex was waiting at the door, ready. He was wearing his favorite astronaut costume. He was ready to greet his new partner. His father walked in holding a small package wrapped in a pink blanket. "Here we are," said his father in a tired but happy voice. "Alex, meet Luna." Alex approached the package. He lifted the corner of the blanket. What he expected was a tiny child. What he saw was a strange creature with a wrinkled, red face, constantly smacking its lips, looking like mashed potatoes. "This is it?" Alex asked in disappointment. "But this doesn't do anything. It just sits there." Just then, Luna opened her eyes, took a deep breath, and, wah! The sound was louder than a fire truck siren. Alex covered his ears. "Turn it off. It's sounding the alarm." With Luna's arrival, Alex's empire had collapsed. There were new rules in the house. In the past, running and shouting in the living room was allowed. Now, his mother was constantly putting her finger to her lips saying, "Shush, Alex. Luna is sleeping." In the past, his father would wrestle with Alex when he came home from work. Now, he would collapse onto the sofa saying, "I'm so tired, champ, Luna didn't sleep all night." Even worse were the guests. Everyone who came to the house, aunts, neighbors, ran straight to that small, noisy package. "Oh, look at those fingers. Her nose is just like her father's. She is so sweet." Alex would stand next to them with the giant Lego tower he had built, saying, "Hey, look what I made." But no one heard him. He was no longer the star of the house, he was just one of the pieces of furniture in the background. He had become invisible. Alex called this the Tiny Invasion. This little creature had taken over not just his house, but his mother and father too. One Saturday morning, the house was groaning with the sound of Luna crying again. Alex took his favorite toy, Captain Cosmo, a plastic astronaut figure, and retreated to his room. He entered his fort made of pillows and blankets. "Status report, Captain Cosmo," Alex said to himself. "The enemy, Luna, has captured the living room. Supplies, cookies, are running low. Morale level, 0. Captain Cosmo looked at him silently. "You're right," Alex said to his toy. "We should send her back. Maybe the hospital has a return policy? I wonder if they kept the receipt." Alex peeked out through the crack in his door. His mother was rocking Luna in her arms while talking on the phone. Her hair was messy, and she had dark circles under her eyes. His father was washing baby bottles in the kitchen. They looked unhappy. Alex was unhappy too. Everything was better before she came, thought Alex. I wish she had never come. This thought created a strange, guilt-filled knot in his stomach. But his jealousy weighed heavier. That afternoon, his father had to go to the market. His mother went into the bathroom. "Alex," his mother said before entering the bathroom, "I'm just going to take a 5-minute shower. Luna is sleeping in her crib. If there's a problem, call me, okay?" "Okay," said Alex reluctantly. He continued watching television. 2 minutes passed. Then that familiar sound was heard. First a small whimper. Then a grunting sound. And then, wah! Luna had woken up and was crying. Alex turned up the volume on the TV. "Ignore it," he said to himself. "This isn't my mission." But Luna wouldn't stop. Her voice was getting louder, turning into a scream. Alex could hear the sound of his mother's shower water. She couldn't hear the crying. Captain Cosmo was looking at him from the armchair. As if saying, "A captain never abandons his crew, Alex." Alex groaned. He turned off the TV. Fine. I'm going to check." Alex entered Luna's room on tiptoes. The baby had turned bright red inside the crib. She had clenched her fists and was kicking the air. Tears were streaming from her eyes. Alex held onto the bars of the crib and looked inside. "Hey," said Alex sternly. "Cut it out. You're making too much noise." Hearing Alex's voice, Luna paused for a moment. She opened her eyes and looked at Alex. But then she started crying again. Alex panicked. Okay, don't scream. I was joking." He didn't know what to do. He reached his hand into the crib. "Look, here is your pacifier," he said, putting the pacifier in Luna's mouth. Luna spat the pacifier out. "Tooey." Okay. How about this?" Alex pulled Captain Cosmo out of his pocket. "This is Captain Cosmo, the bravest astronaut in the galaxy." He waved the toy in front of Luna's face. Luna's crying turned into hiccups. She fixed her blue eyes on the toy. Alex grew bolder. "Look, Captain Cosmo is walking in space. Hop. Hop." He bounced the toy on the edge of the crib. Then he stuck out his tongue, crossed his eyes, and made a strange noise, blub blub blub. And then something miraculous happened. That red, wrinkled face relaxed. The corners of her lips curled up. And instead of a crying sound, a strange, squeaky sound came out of Luna, coo. It was a smile. Maybe even a half giggle. Alex froze. Had this creature laughed at him? Alex crossed his eyes again. Luna laughed again and reached her tiny hands toward Alex. Alex extended his index finger into the crib. Luna's tiny hand grabbed Alex's finger tightly. In that moment, the ice in Alex's heart melted. That hand was so small. And Alex was so big. "Wow," whispered Alex. "You really are very small. And I think you like me." His mother rushed out of the bathroom with a towel on her head. "I thought I heard crying." "Alex, is everything alright?" His mother stopped at the door. Her jaw dropped at the scene she saw. Alex was leaning against the crib, telling Luna a story with Captain Cosmo. And then the spaceship landed on Mars. "But don't worry, Luna, if Martians come, I will protect you. Because I have a laser." Luna was watching Alex silently, still holding onto his finger. His mother's eyes filled with tears. She approached quietly. "You got her to stop crying," she whispered. "We've been trying for hours and couldn't do it." Alex puffed out his chest with pride. "I just spoke a little alien language." I think she liked Captain Cosmo. His mother bent down and kissed Alex. "You are a wonderful big brother, Alex. She recognizes you. Your voice gives her safety." Big brother. For the first time, this word didn't sound like second-class citizen to Alex's ears, but like a rank. When his father came home that evening, the scene was very different. Alex wasn't hiding in his room. He was sitting in the living room, next to Luna's baby bouncer. "Shush, be quiet, Dad," said Alex in a serious manner. "I am giving her important training right now." Alex was showing a picture book to Luna. "Look, Luna, this is a T-Rex. It is very dangerous. But you don't need to be scared. If a T-Rex comes, I will scare it away. You just stand behind me, okay?" Luna replied, "Goo." Alex turned to his father. "She says, Roger that, Captain, dot." Alex had started to think that not being an only child wasn't so bad after all. Yes, Luna still cried a lot and still looked a bit like mashed potatoes. There was a lot of time before he could play ball with her. But Alex realized that Luna wasn't an invader. Luna was the new cadet in Alex's crew. Maybe Alex didn't get the perfect playmate he imagined, but he got something better, a fan who saw him as the strongest hero in the world. When going to bed that night, Alex put Captain Cosmo on his shelf. "Good night, Captain," he said. "We have to get up early tomorrow. We will start in turn Luna's crawling training." Alex pulled his duvet over himself. His fort was no longer for one person. Now he was the commander of a fortress, and he had a precious princess who needed protecting. And this was an adventure more exciting than any space mission. The end.